So we left 4 other ships intact.
Intact only to remain in their imprisonment positions.
They're right out there behind the Genesis-Indiszidia holding their leashes.
You think they want us to take the bait?
Nah, the real question is we stupid enough to take the bait?
What's this?
It's an old rotation distributor. You know, Kara tried to tell me that these spaceships are slave ships. This vessel, and many other ships out here.
So how did you take that?
I blew her off like you wanted shit.
But you know there was a whole pile of it that was ignored.
Yeah, maybe that's why reality stinks.
Well, it smells bad because you think your way is better.
But Sony, you have known me long enough to know that thinking is infinite. What did So let's remember, Futurity has the ability to make people see what he wants you to see.
That's his weapon of attack. Illusions.
Right. So when Raina gave up being Black Spirit to join Indicidia, it wasn't an illusion. She made a deal with Futurity.
She made a deal to save Nozzle and everyone else.
There was one last job she said she was gonna do.
Futurity used the deal to erase any memory connecting to our past.
But Sony, that Raina is dead. Mareva killed her after Russell cleared his name. It was her plan. Her soul was preserved by Futurity.
Chronic. Futurity is an illusionist, the most dangerous the galaxy has ever seen.
Which means anything is possible.
If anything is possible, Chronic, then you know the dangers of an undermined reality.
Working in vulnerable conditions is cause for undermining any type of reality that is a danger.
Well, isn't a clear and present danger a natural part of existence? Let's forget about the reality for a moment. Let's acknowledge existence, which is an extensive part of matter, both inanimate and possibility. The distinction, when you say thinking is infinite, there are dangers to even thinking that pushes reality's rules out of the way.
When you think you this, you think you that?
You think you can do this and you think you can do that. I'm not telling you not to think. I'm telling you there are limits to even what must be thought.
No, reality limits us to what we can and can't do. Now the penetration of thinking based on educated consequences.
Reality and its limits are the remedy. You use them for protection.
From who or what?
Yourself. From going mad, wackarel bonkers.
How many casualties?
So far, 176,222 confirmed. And that's just the death toll.
Any survivors?
Yeah, 743,519 are still running amok. According to the data scans, they were in no association with the mission we were conducting.
Do we have any names of the survivors, even the ones that didn't make it?
Karnik? If you are holding on to any hope that...
Sony, if any of ours had a chance...
They didn't! Not a chance in hell.
Anything that made me realize my failures, huh?
Sometimes it's the only option. Hey, you're not the only one who lost something down there.
Something? We lost everything down there!
I know.
But you were all ready to move on.
Hard, isn't it? All the patients I couldn't save on the operating table. It never gets easier, Chronic. You just get used to it. Especially the longer you try.
This ain't no operating room, Sony.
No, it's a war zone in space. The victories you have been living in were easy because of the lives you went up against and ended.
I took out the worst, not the advantage over everything I'm granted.
You take lives. I save lives.
You mean as many as you can.
And now we're at a crossroads.
There's justice in what we do. We just have a hard time living up to what it means anymore.
Dandelions and daisies, lazy's full of crazies, lackadaisical maybe.
So that's where we messed up. When we went back.
So now that we just lived what happened, we know the chances of aiding the other slave ships.
Alright, just because of the mayhem down below doesn't mean every Indicidia security have boots on the ground during the planetary escalating conflict.
If we're going to initiate another head-on jailbreak, then we need to prepare for space warfare.
Maybe not.
Huh?